Abatible.
Fue a fuego, yo te quiero dar sin miedo. Fuego a fuego.
Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some of our Amazon toddler favorites. Items we use all the time around our home that have honestly made our life way easier and more organized with a 2-year-old. So if you're a mama or a parent to a toddler that is just trying to find a little bit of ease, a little bit of peace in the midst of toddlerhood, because it's real gangster out here, then stay tuned. First things first is this book organizer. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that I decided to get the baby this. Even though it is a piece of furniture, it is not too big and not too heavy for him. So I do have it open and available. It is perfectly fine to have some concern about furniture for a toddler, and it's not something that he is interested in climbing, which is it is at a perfect height where he can just grab a book, he can see exactly what he's picking, and as soon as we're done with the book, he knows how to put it right back. It also limits how many books we have instead of just having them thrown all over the house. We have a designated area, and as soon as that is full, I can either rotate it, because I do have a couple other books as he's growing, and rotate it with those books, or just learn to declutter as soon as it gets too full. So I absolutely love this first item that I'm sharing with you guys. I will have it linked down below in the description. Second item I'm gonna share with you guys is not meant for a toddler. It's not sold as a toddler item, but we have repurposed it. We actually had it in our old house in the kitchen as a sort of pantry, and then we now brought it to this apartment and we used it as a TV stand, but now it's become a toy storage for the baby. So in the living room, obviously he's gonna be in here and play and do his thing and live his life. I wanted him to have toys available in here so that he didn't feel like he had to drag all of his toys from his room to the living room. Also, when he has friends over or cousins over, I wanted him to have quick access to toys that mean all the adults are around them watching them, just to keep everybody safe, but they're more than free to be in his room. I do not mind at all. And we also have the patio here, which has other toys. So it's just his apartment, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just his apartment. We are just the roommates. He owns the entire house. Since this is sold as a TV stand, we have it set up here. But because it has doors, I absolutely love that we get to put his toys in here, hide it, and act like they ain't no mess in there, and then open it up. And it is literally perfect at his height where he already knows how to open the door. He already knows how to close the door. It's so cute because whenever he takes out a toy, he knows to like go and close the door. And that's like a little bit of like my bad habit that he's watched, that he's like, no, it needs to be closed. I'm like, but you're not done playing with the toys. So it is so cute, him just like learning and watching us have habits, and now he's creating those habits. Hopefully he only gets the good ones, but so inside of the cabinets, I have quite a few different toys. I have 2 puzzles. I have some animal stacking blocks, and then there's a little basket in here that I have that's kind of like random toys that he just has his own imagination with. And then we also have Jenga inside of a bin, and inside of the bin we just the box it came with, it got destroyed, so I ended up putting it in this bin, and now he just uses it as building blocks. As you can tell, we just try to multi-purpose a little bit of everything here for him. And then on the other side, we have like even some books. We have a blanket that's like for the living room, so like at night when me and my husband are watching TV, we just grab it. So it's still we still have our little corner ourselves. But I definitely love this. I just feel like in the living room, the babies are always going to bring toys. So to have a designated area of where those toys go, sometimes, not very often, but sometimes I'll rotate those toys with the bedroom ones or get rid of some. There's actually quite a few I have in here that I've been wanting to get rid of already. So I've been giving him like the last few chances to play with these toys, and I'm going to go ahead and declutter this again. For the third and fourth item, I'm sorry the lighting is not that great in here, but the third and fourth item is going to be inside of the baby's closet. If you guys have watched recently or have not and are interested in seeing a declutter and organizing of the baby's closet, I'll go ahead and link that video down below. It is in one of the more recent videos. Go ahead and check that out if you guys want to see this in more detail. One of the items I purchased for that video was a puzzle holder. This is a very newer item, but we already fell in love with it. I absolutely love the fact that I get to keep the puzzles organized. If you guys have experienced puzzles in toddlers, it is such a mess, and I'm just tired of having to put all the pieces back and hide them. And so now we have an organizer. I do have this away from the baby because right now I'm trying to limit him to about 2 puzzles at a time. As you saw in the TV stand, we have 2 puzzles available for him there, and then I have another one here in his room that he has access to as well. This is one of the larger puzzles that did not fit in this puzzle holder. So just to give him to perspective that it doesn't fit all puzzles. This puzzle holder holds about 12 puzzles, which is more than enough. It is more than enough. And we have quite a few puzzles. We haven't filled it up yet, but we have enough. Like, this is enough puzzles for him. He's going to be fine. What I really love about this, because I've tried a previous puzzle holder, that's how it was sold, and it did not work at all, is that the way that this is like laid out and you're able to easily pull it out of the holder, it's not going to fall. You just have all the pieces where it's supposed to be, and it's an easy put back. So this is something that I think the baby will already know how to use, and once I display this, he's gonna learn how to just pull out one at a time. And I think it's definitely one of my top items that I would recommend for, you know, a toddler mom. In my opinion, it's a little hefty. Like, this feels heavier than the book organizer. So it is something you want to make sure it's placed somewhere safely so it doesn't fall on the babies. Item is in the baby's closet. The light is just horrible, so I brought you guys back out here. It is the 6-cube divider. I absolutely love that thing. We had it in his nursery, and we used it mainly for like wipes and diapers because that was like, we needed a bundle of that. Now we have a very small amount because he only uses it for like nap and overnight, and then we have extra wipes in there as well. And we've been able to transform it into something that like is sort of like a dresser for him. He has like his socks, his underwear, his shoes, where he gets like pick out all of that on his own. We also have a box of like a diaper box at the very end, but it's not diapers, it's for donation. So a lot of the clothes that he starts to outgrow, I just have a very easy section where I could dump it in there and not keep putting it into his clothes of rotation, you know? I absolutely love this divider. I do not actually see myself getting rid of it at all. I don't feel like there would be a moment of me getting rid of it just because it would have to be completely damaged. It is one of those furniture items that I'm a little scared that the baby would be interested in climbing or that it might fall on him. I've put that in his closet, so he's never inside his closet without me. And I close that door in the middle of the night when he goes to bed so he doesn't wake up and have access to that while I'm still asleep. I know I can use that divider throughout his entire life. Literally, I already have ideas for our next house of what I could do with that divider. But for now, it's been very useful to create some independence for the baby and give him some opportunities to learn like what is socks and what is underwear and what is shoes. And he gets to pick his favorite, or even though it's always going to be the same one every single time. So that is one of my top recommendations as well. very last item, and this item has been used and abused in this household. I got it. I actually knew I was going to get this very long before I got it. I was just waiting until we got here and until the baby was able to walk and maneuver a little bit easier. I am talking about this stepper, this toddler stepper. I really thought it was just going to be like something that he can use in the kitchen to help me and start learning and cooking with mom. But we have used it for so much more than that. We have used it in the bathroom for him to brush his teeth now, which I'm so happy about. I was a little bit nervous about teaching him how to brush teeth, but I definitely recommend getting this because then he was able to see himself in the mirror, and then we brush our teeth with him. So he started to watch us, watch himself, understand, and connect the dots of like, okay, my hand is moving this way and my toothbrush is here, and like making that connection, you know? So anyways, in the bathroom we use it, and then we use it as well in the kitchen. He loves to make his orange juices. If you have not seen our vlogs, you have to check it out. He loves to make orange juice. And then he also helps with like breaking some eggs in the kitchen. You know, if there's any little like arts and crafts that involve us to do it in the kitchen, I love having that stepper. And then we've also used it to too soon, but he started doing chores in this household. He is so involved and wants to do everything with mama that whenever I started to do laundry, he wanted to help me. So I just grabbed the stepper, put it alongside the washer, and he's able to dump the clothes in there, help me put the detergent in there, close the washer, press play, and bam. I mean, it shows a play button, that's why I said play, but start button. We have used this stepper in many areas of the apartment. I do believe it makes it easier that we live in an apartment to be able to maneuver this all around. I think even in a household it's okay. I'm just wondering if a 2-story house would make a difference. Like if the baby's bathroom was upstairs, would I have a different one for there and then, or carry it back and forth? You know what I mean? So I would definitely recommend having at least one of these in your household. It just involves the baby or the toddler in so much more, and just being very encouraged to be independent and involved in the entire household duties. I can see the difference. I see my son light up so much more when I have him involved rather than, no, you go do your own thing while I do this. If anything, that is really making my life easier because he's not crying at my legs. He's not hurting himself while I am distracted. He is right in front of my eyesight while I'm able to teach him. It may slow things down, but it is the most rewarding thing to see when it clicks in his head. And I'm just like, wow, like you understand that? Like you know how to do laundry now? He has even, just to top it off on the chore list, done dishes here. Like, that is wild. He watches me scrub this stove because we cook all 3 meals here all day. So, like, I have to get in there. And he will do the same thing. And then he'll start to do things that I'm like, oh, yeah, like, that's exactly what I do next. Like, you lift this up or you take out it. Like, it is amazing. I am so happy that I have... I definitely am recommending items that I have used and find very useful as a mom to a 2-year-old. Actually, all of these items I see myself having for a few more years. So probably his entire toddler stage, I will have these items. All of my favorites I'm going to have in my Amazon storefront, which I will link down below in the description. If it's something that you guys have been interested in purchasing, I would really appreciate the support using my links. But other than that, I'm so happy that you guys are here. And do not forget to subscribe and share this video with a mama that might need a little bit of help with the organization or the tools to make her life just a little bit easier with a toddler. I definitely am the believer that you can just reuse what you have. There are some key items that have just made a difference in my experience as a first-time mom, especially as a learning mom. Like I'm completely learning everything for the first time. I'm adjusting and pivoting as best as I can, but I know that sometimes we just need the internet for some tips and guidance. and then we just make it our own. So if you guys really like this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and comment below if there's any of these items that you actually recommend as well, or if there's something that you would recommend above these items. Like, help a mama out, comment below, and let's just build this community with helpful resources. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's just what we need. We don't always have a village to tell us like, hey, do this, hey, I recommend this. Sometimes we really do rely on the internet or other YouTubers to provide some tips that maybe we didn't think of just yet. Thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Sin miedo, sabes que todo lo que yo podría